what are the best ways to improve your confidence? And let me just start with the most obvious one.
Okay.
Increasing your schema in that area. That's the first thing. But you're going to go through Dunning-Kruger effect right away.
I was on the same page as you, except just one step
way
back.
Ahead of you, buddy.
Going,
way ahead
you
of
were ahead of me because I was literally one step before that going, you need to first realize that you need to become aware. Oh, we going to fix that?
No, it's done. It's okay.
Oh, well, stop messing around with
I'm not. It fell.
nudging the
I
sound. There we go.
It's all right now.
All right. We'll edit that out. Becoming aware that you don't have the resources. Probably an important thing to have. What do we do?
You look like a freaking news announcer. I don't know
you.
what
Hi.
happened. There was a weird ego stick.
I want to let you know there's a storm front brewing
in Malawi.
here.
There's a storm front brewing. That was interesting.
Yeah. So you need to become aware that you don't have the requisite resources.
But I do.
Right? So then you can build the schema.
All right.
So we talked about confidence. We define
information.
confidence as having a conscious awareness that you have the resources to do a specific task.
Right.
Or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
Well, you need to also have the same awareness that you don't have to go get.
Yeah, of course you do.
And then
do you ever notice, though, there are some people, Chris, and I'm not kidding here, they make their lack of confidence almost a talking point because they want other people, they're fishing for compliments.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know,
I didn't used to be all this confident, Mike, in delivering podcasts, for example.
You're just into the whole video thing. You have come alive since we've done video.
Thanks,
it's
buddy.
Really, no, it's not a compliment.
I want to go after one more angle here.
Can you get a little closer to my eye with that pen?
Let's say, let's say you're talking about confidence in something that let's say you already have the skill.
Okay, so I'll pick
do
a
something.
Topic.
But you know that the hit rate is not going to be high.
Yeah.
Let's pick something completely innocuous, making a particular shot in the game billiards. So lining it up and striking that cue ball and boom, making that other ball go in the pocket. Okay, easy enough, right? You can invent your own examples if you don't like that one.
We don't.
We can make that shot and maybe half the time the ball will go in, the other half it doesn't. Okay? Do we have the confidence in knowing that we can get it right? Half the time, let's say? Yeah, sure.
Okay.
But what if it involved a human interaction and let's say getting rejected in some way?
Oh.
Well, now, let's say the same thing happens. You know you've got a 50% so-called hit rate, whatever it is, asking for a raise, whatever. Well, people will be afraid of the failure. So one way to become confident is to just get comfortable with that outcome and realize, oh, that wasn't so bad. I was just denied. I was said no to, whatever.
I was said no to.
No, I said no. I'm trying to... Somebody said no to me. Ooh, scary, right?
It's just going south really quickly.
When you get over the fear
of
the
rejection
outcome,
or fear of failure.
Yeah, let's say it's the rejection or the failure, if the failure is a rejection, whatever it is, that'll help you get confident.
Now, that's really interesting because let's just think of asking someone out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
I was always baffled when I was young because all these guys who were freaking idiots and they were going out with these amazing girls all the time.
Mm.
And I realize now as an adult.
Like Shania Twain?
Don't go there. I realize now as an adult in my late 60s, as a senior citizen bona fide, what was happening was these guys, I think they simply were not afraid of rejection.
Yeah.
So
they
they'd ask 100 girls out and 3 of them would say yes.
That's it. The worst that can happen in something like that is someone will say no to you, whatever it is.
I got a flake of skin here.
So there you go. Well, we'll edit that out. No, we're going to zoom in right now, right on Mike. Just zoom in right on that. There you go. Leave it. I'm just kidding. Don't zoom in.
Okay. So are we back to the Mandel triangle
here? Yeah. Let's actually recap what that is. And since we're on camera, you can use like a fake triangle.
I will do that. So
there you go.
If you have an equilateral triangle, boys and girls, this
right.
is not quite as equilateral as it could be.
You can imagine one if you're not watching this.
The 3 sides of course, in the center, you've got the C of calibration.
Right.
So the idea, not C,
C as in the letter C. Calibration is always
this enormous C.
there.
We've made it past the North Sea. We're approaching the Sea of calibration, our bearing shows. Well, when you're calibrating, you're going to be checking always that you're getting a response, and you're going to be evaluating what that response is from the other person because you're in a psychodynamic loop with them. Now, having said that, we have the 3 sides of the equilateral triangle. So we have confidence, we have congruence, and we have intention. Now, confidence, the interesting thing is, as I said, we are drawn to those who are confident, but if we adjust any one of these three sides, because it is an equilateral triangle in the metaphor, the entire triangle will increase in area and size. So if we increase confidence, we automatically will increase our congruence. Why? Because congruence is when all our systems, internal, internal voice, everything is aligned, sending one consistent message.
Yeah.
As I am right now.
I think so.
Now, if I'm congruent, do you think I'm going to be confident? Well, of course.
You should be.
Should.
You should be.
Oh,
you should. Are you sure you will be?
Necessity. Yeah. So then we have intention, which is the woo-woo one. Woo.
Right.
Scary that you're in the Twilight Zone all of a sudden.
I wonder if Ross going to zoom in on you just for that part. That would be hilarious.
Well, he will know he's heard you say
that.
Now
Now
we'll
that
have to edit that out. So here we have these three sides. We can improve our confidence right away by simply improving our congruence.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
aligning, sending one consistent message.
That is one. So how do you improve your congruence? Well,
by biting this thing off my lip.
What if, okay, so let's give people a few action items though. So does this work when you don't actually have the resources, the skills, the knowledge, the schema, whatever it is? Can you be congruent if you don't actually have those skills?
Well, I think so, because psychopaths can lie congruently.
Yeah, true enough. So you wouldn't want to do this on brain surgery. So in a way, it's the as-if frame. You could be congruent that you're getting better.
Well, that's good, because right away you're bringing up one of the key points. One of the ways of becoming more confident is to use the as-if frame. If you were confident, how would you act? How would you move? How would you stand? How would you engage people with your eye contact?
Imagine a role. Imagine your role model, right? Who's the role? Like, how would Brian Johnson stand when he's about to deliver a kick-ass performance? In front of 50,000
like he normally does,
raving fans, and he would feel confident. Right? So you can put yourself in that. You act as if. Now remember, we say the as if frame. It's not as if. Hey, you got confidence as if. Yeah. So there you go.
But you can. Why not apply it literally, though? We talk of column of excellence. This is a great way of getting confidence. As crazy as it sounds, it actually works.
Yeah.
If you imagine in front of you a circle on the ground, a floor, maybe 3 feet diameter, a meter,
a hula hoop,
size,
like a hula hoop.
It's. I remember when they first came out. So shut up. So this thing is a column, like a laser.
Lasers.
And
sharks with freaking lasers on their foreheads. Yeah, there we go.
You pick somebody. He's just finally broken free. You pick somebody who's very, very confident.
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold would do, especially as a Terminator.
Yeah.
That might be the wrong kind of confidence if you're going in guns blazing.
Come with me if you want to live. Yeah, there you go.
That's good.
Yeah.
Can you do the John Connor one?
No, I can't do John Connor.
No, like him talking about John Connor. Arnold talking about John Connor.
No.
How about
No, I don't remember any lines. I'm just thinking of like, we reacquire him. That's what I would do. Something like that.
Actually, what I find interesting is you got your hair like him now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Your face is sort
of... I just don't have his biceps.
Well, you're getting pretty close.
Yeah.
Do you like the guy so much you're trying to look like him?
He's awesome, but no, don't try to look like him.
So,
but I do like sounding like him.
So we're back to our circular column of excellence.
So Arnold Schwarzenegger would stand there and be confident in that laser column.
Imagining him there, and you're building. How is he moving? How is he breathing? You're staying back a bit. You're doing all this dissociated. And then what do? You
step into it.
Correct. Step into it and take on that persona. Breathe it in and feel all the strength, all the power, all the confidence. This is a great thing before a meeting or something you have to do that's important.
I'm just thinking of Saturday Night Live on the mind here. I'm just thinking Mike Myers stepping in. I'm good enough. I'm smart enough. And
I worked
gosh
with him.
Darn it.
I worked
people
with Mike Myers.
like
Did you
people
know that?
like me.
Yeah,
you
and
did.
He was also the
he
bartender.
Gave you his phone number, didn't he?
No, Jim Carrey did.
Oh, there you go.
He had his he was the bartender at a friend's wedding, Mike Myers.
Yeah, before he got famous.
Okay, so let's get back to confidence, Chris, because it's kind of what we're talking about today.
I'm confident that we can get back to it. We also have to make sure we leave enough time for our commercial break and then continue on with areas of improving confidence.
I'm leaving enough time.
All right.
Like Jack the frickin' time lever.
Time lever, okay.
Okay, so let me ask you this. We said, we've already looked at that.
Yeah, we did the as if frame.
Oh, yeah. What about anchoring? You can
for sure. Let's talk about NLP. Firing anchors.
Isn't it great? Because when we've got video, we can talk over each other and it doesn't matter. When we have audio, all the people still listening and bound by old technology.
We still have to respect the vast majority of people who are audio-only listeners.
I know. That's my concern.
I'm making sure, I'm the Enneagram 9 who will make sure we're fully describing anything that we gesture rudely. No.
Like Jack the Rude Gesturer.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
Okay. So
anchoring.
Anchoring is when you are attached. What is an anchor, Chris?
So basically, it is any stimulus that is tied to a response. In this case, we're talking about a neurological triggering of a state. That's what we generally want. We want to tie some stimulus to, wow, I'm confident.
Yeah, notice the sound I kept making, and you just kept going.
Yeah.
I was trying to anchor it.
I know.
Okay, so an anchor can be visual, something you see, internal or external. It can be auditory, something you actually, good guinea pig laugh, something you actually hear, either internal or external, or something you feel.
Or better, all three, ladies and gentlemen.
Fire your anchor in all three systems. So what we recommend, first of all, notice when you are extremely confident, anytime. What are you doing at your best? You know, if you're a great golfer, when you're playing golf, you're confident. Notice your confidence and then anchor it. So we recommend using the thumb tip to the ring finger of your non-dominant hand. Press
Something you won't accidentally do.
Yeah, press them together so you've got a kinesthetic feeling anchor. Look at it so you have a visual anchor, and say awesome, which gives you an auditory anchor as well.
Say whatever word means something to you. Awesome is just a word. It should be a word that you pick that works for you.
I think it's the best.
It's a better word. It's an awesome word. Do you know awesome has been a popular word since I was about 10 years old? I remember my cousin Martin. He used the word awesome when I was hanging out with him one time at my grandmother's house by a lake. And it was rare that he and his family would come visit us there when we were visiting on the same time, obviously.
Was there a funeral?
No. But he was really into the word awesome. And I loved it. I looked up to him because he's about 3 years older than me. So that's a big deal when you're like 10 versus 13.
Yeah.
And Martin was just this awesome, freaking smart, tall cousin of mine. And he was using the word awesome repeatedly.
Well, now he's 48.
And I'm still using the word. And I'm 46 right now.
My wife hates it. She hates the word awesome. So I do tend to use it.
Back to awesome anchor. Pick a word. Pick a word that works for you. When I'm working with a client, I will typically have them fire their anchor, but pick the word that represents whatever outcome they're looking for.
In other words, the word itself doesn't matter because what you're doing is connecting it to the state. Then when you're in a situation where you need your confidence, you fire your awesome anchor.
So you build up the state, you get into it, you really feel it. We talk about subjective units of distress in a therapeutic context.
Yes.
But in the same vein, think of subjective units of awesome. Subjective units of power, subjective units of positivity, whatever you want to call it. Rate it on a scale of 0 to 10. 0 is you completely do not have the confidence. You're like a piece of paper that has been burned has more confident than you. More confident. There's the English problem again. More confidence than you. When you're a 10, it's like you're on top of the world and you absolutely know it. Right? You're rocking and rolling. So where are you? Get yourself in that imagined state, that circle of excellence. You're seeing that other you or that model or whatever it is, and he's at a 10 or she's at a 10. And then you step in and you feel it and you feel as close to a 10 as possible. That's when you set your anchor.
And this might be a good time to cultivate an awkward silence. Good.
Okay, did you have enough of that?
Yeah, I did.
Let's talk about some quick, I know, but I'm not going to let you interrupt this flow. All right. So quick, let's pick one natural anchor that you see all the time. I was just thinking about, you see somebody who makes an amazing shot in golf and they'll be like, fist pump. Yes.
Yeah.
That kind of thing, right? Whoa, this stuff really comes out. So what's another normal anchor that you see all the time? There's in sports, it's the fist pump kind of thing, right? Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's a fist pump.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Is there anything else
you
you
gotta
can
hand it
think
to
of?
the Italians. They get the best gestures.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of getting confidence is DSIH, which we call direct suggestion
in hypnosis.
Now, remember, a lot of people think you got to use regress to a time before you had no confidence. Yeah. If you get someone who's good at hypnosis, have them put you in a trance and just give you some solid direct suggestions of what will happen, not what won't happen. The next time you meet that person, you'll be confident. You'll feel energy welling up inside you. You'll be powerful.
This is not the time for the soft, flowery Ericksonian language. Direct suggestion in hypnosis comes out of the direct model of hypnosis. It's not time to say, And it's possible for you to notice a sense of accomplishment the next time you head into that zone where you can feel confident. And that's right. I mean, really just notice the changes taking shape.
Change happening because it's
Okay.
yours.
So you will feel confident.
Excellent.
You are ready for this. You feel strong. You will fire your anchor and notice the amazing feelings and be so ready to dominate. Whatever it is. Those
I got
are
an anchor you can
direct. Oh, yeah.
Okay, but
little
also,
white balloon.
You can do this through self-hypnosis as well.
Mhm.
You can put yourself in a trance. Now, we recommend one of the methods we use, which is not, I'm getting sleepy, I'm getting tired, my eyes are closed, which is getting silly.
Mhm.
Instead, decide in advance you're going into trance for 20 minutes so your unconscious mind can improve your confidence level. And then don't do anything, just go into a trance.
Yeah, you
Just
can
do it.
do nothing, or you can visualize, or you can give yourself direct suggestions. Many things you can do. It's actually all in our course, Easy Self-Hypnosis, which is part of both the Mike Mandel Hypnosis Academy
Advertisement
and the
protected.
Personal Growth Membership. So depending on what your angle is, head on over to MikeMandelHypnosis.com/products, and you can check it out.
Do you like the way I did not
interrupt
the
URL.
interrupt the URL
Yeah.
because I was thinking ahead and thought, I'm just going to let him say this.
So you were way ahead of me.
Way ahead of you, buddy. Way ahead.
All right.
So even though it is an incredibly well-loved and brilliant, wonderful thing you can do, Journey to the Castle. Self-hypnosis method that I came up with a while back. You can use for any purpose you want. So somebody can listen to Journey to the Castle.
Totally free.
Totally free if we haven't mentioned
At least
that.
for right now.
But
it
how
is.
much does it cost?
$0.
Nothing.
And you actually get to keep it. Like, it doesn't turn into a subscription. I can't stand it when we give free stuff away.
Yeah.
We give people free stuff.
Free stuff.
And then we give them the opportunity to also add one of our other courses or memberships.
Yes.
And they go, you said it was free. Can
Yeah.
you pay attention? It's not complicated.
Yeah.
Yes.
Order
you've
now.
got
Get a
this.
free Alice
Yeah.
bookmark.
It's like, I go to McDonald's and go, hi, can I have a quarter pounder? Would you like fries with that, sir? You said that I could just order a quarter pounder and I didn't have to order the fries. Yes,
It's
sir.
an upsell.
You can just order the quarter
Deal
pounder,
with it.
sir. It's okay.
Now, so what I'm saying, or was you can use Journey to the Castle, put your intention in the beginning of, just put it out there, man.
Yeah, decide what you want to accomplish.
Decide what you want to
and aim
accomplish
the hypnosis session
and
at
let
that.
it do it for you.
I also want to.
What do you want to say, Christopher?
I'm having a stroke. I also want to bring up this point before we end the podcast. I love this point here, Mike. Victories increase confidence. This is kind of going back to when we talked about rejection or whatever it is.
But if you hadn't said that, no one would have noticed, and it would have seemed like entirely new material.
Right, it would have. But it is different in a way that
In a way.
you
Cannot be
can
quantified.
feel confident
Yeah.
by failing at something and realizing it's not so bad. Life goes on. I'm not the little white balloon who
flew to the moon. 'cause
Yeah.
the bed was flooded.
hey, it's okay, right? you're gonna be all right.
This podcast has a refund written all over it, buddy. We're
So-
going to lose a lot of listeners now, but that's
You
okay,
can
'cause we
fail
do it
and
for our
realize
own enjoyment.
nothing bad actually happened. It's sort of like, we say, well, Mike, you offended me. That comment was deeply offensive. And we say, when you're offended, nothing actually happens. Nothing actually happened to you.
Yeah.
So the same thing, if you fail and nothing actually happened, you get back up, you pick yourself up, dust yourself off, send yourself home.
Yeah, it's not like
Right.
they failed to shock you in the electric chair. have
And
to
you're
do it
fine.
again.
But at the same time, when you get that shot in, right? Going back to the billiards example.
Yeah.
For those who fast forwarded out of the silliness, you make the shot, you go, wow, awesome. Victories give you confidence, right?
Yeah.
So go out there and make some freaking victories happen, because these are days
Days of victory.
victory.
That's right. I'm back. You brought me back with that. That's fantastic.